Hello viewers and welcome back to the card mat. I've got an indicator card trick now, and if you don't know what an indicator card is, well basically it's a card whose value will indicate the position of any chosen card. And speaking of chosen cards, what I want you to do is, as I'm going through the packet, just pick any card you like, and you want that one there. Right, so what card have we gone and picked? A two of clubs. So what we'll do is we'll take your two of clubs and we'll just lose that somewhere into the middle of the packet, get it lost, and even give the packet a little cutting. Right, so your card's completely lost in the middle. Look, it's not on the top and it's definitely not on the bottom. So I've got no idea where it is, it's somewhere in between. Right, now what I need is an indicator card. And I'm going to use a haunted indicator card. Now you don't know what that is, do you? No. Well, let me demonstrate. That is a haunted indicator card. It just decides it wants to show itself. And we've got a five of clubs. And as I say, an indicator card, its value will indicate the position of your card. So it's a five of clubs, so that means it's a 5. Which means 5 cards away from that will be your card. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 cards. The two of clubs. But it's strange how it happened to be a 5. It is strange. Because with the indicator card being a 5, there's actually 4 cards between the indicator card and your card. So every magician's 4 favourite cards just had to get in on the act, didn't he? And fill in the space. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see how that's done, the tutorial's next. If you don't want to see how it's done, hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Well, I hope some of you have hung around and you want to learn how that's done. It's a nice little effect. There is a setup, obviously, and there is a gimmick, as you can see. These are the cards you need in your setup. Obviously the 4 aces and a 5 of clubs, because you've seen that in there. And you need a gimmicked 5 of clubs. So basically all you're doing is cutting the bottom right hand corner off. If you're left-handed, obviously you'd be cutting the bottom left hand corner off, because you'd be riffling on a different side, wouldn't you? Yeah. But basically you cut the right hand corner off on a card and have its duplicate. What you do is you put your 4 aces onto the top of the pack, you stick your duplicate card on, you stick your gimmick on, and you stick any indifferent card on top of that. So it's an indifferent card, your gimmicked, your duplicate, and then 4 aces. All you do is get them to pick a card. Now, the way I do it, because you need to get a break now underneath the 7 cards, right down to the 4 aces, the 2 5s, and the indifferent card. So the way I do it is start spreading them out until you've counted 7 cards. Once you've counted 7 cards, slightly in-jog the next one or the next couple. And she'll start going like a bit messy, but you can see that card sticking down. So when they say stop and you put the pack back together, all you got to do is push down on that card and push in, and it goes straight into a thumb break where you've got all of them cards straight away in your hand, well, straight away above the break. So you just peel them off. Again, if you're left-handed, you'd be doing it the other way, because don't forget your cut would be on the other side, so you couldn't spread this way, because the cut would be there. You spread that way, don't you? If you're left-handed, you'd know what I mean. I hope you do. I hope I'm not offending anyone. So you just spread off the first 7 cards, and then you're down and jogging the 8th card, which is an indifferent one, and then making it look scruffy as you're doing it. but you're keeping a track on that card there. So when they say stop, you're closing up. That card's protruding out the back, so you just push down on it with the thumb to cause a gap, pull it in, and straight away it's caught above on your thumb. So you've got all them 7 cards. So you get your break while they're looking at their card, the 9 of diamonds. Then it's just a Marlowe's tilt. You just tilt the cards down slightly, keeping the break, and you bang their card at the centre of the deck, pushing a couple of cards out in the front, in the middle, and then you're just sliding it straight into that gap underneath your 7 cards, pushing it in, and just squaring everything up. So now you're going to put their card into 8th place, right behind the 4 aces and the 5. So it's basically all done. You just need to give the cards a bit of a cut. Don't cut off half of the pack because you put that too low down. Cut off about 1/3 and bring that up, so it pushes that card down nearer to halfway, because don't forget it was already in 8th place. So only a small chunk, just to get it roughly about halfway. Then you do whatever chat you want to. And all you're doing is this bottom right corner, where you've cut that corner off the card, you're going to have the tendency to pinch really hard. Don't. You don't have to keep hold of the pack. You're just letting it balance on that finger, and it's trapped underneath the thumb, so it rocks. So when you bend this down at the front, and you do really have to bend it right down, so that when you start riffling up, that card jumps out. But if you pinch dead hard at the back and do it, you're getting bad results. It doesn't look like it's happening. So you're just letting it rest lightly, and you get a little kick. You will get it with practice, how much effort to put in, how loose to hold it here, and how quick to do that. Because if you do it too quick, nothing will happen. And if you do it too slow, no, that didn't happen that time. If you do it too slow, sometimes it'll fly straight out the pack. Well, but you know, when you get to it, it'll come out, it'll just fall out of the pack if you're doing it very slow. Right, it's not showing you, but it does, believe me. It's happened to me many a time. So as I say, you're just letting it balance on the knuckle, the centre knuckle on your index finger, your first finger. Your thumb just resting on the top, not giving any pressure. And you just bend the entire pack down. And it's not just this corner, that corner there also has to come down. That's the kind of pressure you need on it, so that when you're letting go, it releases it from this side as well, because it's flapped down. You see what I mean? And that comes out. All you do then is just make sure that they can see it. Then as you're closing up, you're just pulling up on that card to get a break above it. So you can take that away. You're taking the gimmick away, and you turn the next card, which is the genuine of the gimmick. Just put them down. When you put them down, make sure that the pack doesn't slide that way, and that happens. If anything, put the pack down and just slide them slightly that way, or slightly down a bit, just so there can't be any discrepancies, no, nothing can be seen. So just slide them on a bit of an angle, it'll cover that card. Then because they got the 5, you say the indicator, 5 cards, you count off the top 4, you turn the 5th card, it was theirs, then you just show the 4 aces. You could, if you wanted to, change it, and instead of using a 5, use a 6 and have 10 Jack Queen King Ace of Spades in the middle, or anything you want to in the middle, all depending on how you want to do it. So there you go, there's a couple of ideas to get you going. Think of different ways of doing that one. Right, I'll shut up now and I'll go. I hope you did enjoy that. Practice it, as I always say, practice, practice, practice. Sounds boring, but you do really need to do it. Go and enjoy it. Practice it, enjoy it, have fun. See you soon.